Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the November Tarot reading. And this is just the general energies that are around in the month of November. Okay, if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. I like to do things a little bit differently. I'll have a psychic vision before I actually turn the cards over. So I do that for each card. And stick around to the end because I'll also do a general channeling of whatever comes in for November. Okay, let's go to that board now and see what we can see. Alrighty, so if you want to, you can think of each spot as being a week of the month. Although I must say, in spirit, there's no such thing as time. So it's a bit hard to say what the exact time will be. Okay, this last position here, I only do 5 cards. Because we'd be here all day if I did any more. But this last position's the last couple of days of the month. Okay, card number 1. Card number 1 for November. The cards all fly out. There's Prince Harry. Okay, closing my eyes now. What do I see for November? I see a whole heap of steps in front of me. So it's quite close, and that means that action needs to be taken. Okay, this is not a month for just sitting back and, you know, letting things unfold. It's like action has to be taken. Please go out and vote, Americans too. And if you're in Queensland, we have our elections also coming up at the end of the month. Please go and vote. Okay, so take action. First card. Take action. This is exactly the opposite because you can't. It's almost like you want to do something, but you can't do it because you have to wait for some reason. Okay, it's not that you can't do it, it's that you can't do it immediately. So there may be some delays. You know, that's okay, it'll work out. This is a little bit like being pregnant. You know that the baby's coming, but the baby's not here yet. The baby will come when it's good and ready. It's like planting a seed. And, you know, as long as the seed gets some water and sun, the seed's going to sprout in its own good time, okay? Also, with this waiting and being patient, it's all about patience to find out, you know, what you want to know or what you want to do. It's a bit like in numerology. The end of the cycle is number 9, then we have 0, and then we have number 1, which is the beginning of a new cycle. So this is the 0 limbo zone where you patiently wait for the new cycle to begin. So this suggests to me that a new cycle is about to begin in November. You know it's coming, you just don't know when it's coming, okay? Or maybe there's some delay around it. If we're talking US elections, we could be talking about litigation that needs to be sorted out before a new president is declared. Okay, second card. Second card, going with that one there. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for November? Okay, I see a safe. Wow, okay, it's got a whole lot of money in it. These are American dollars I'm looking at. And it's like the money's been locked up. The money's been there. But for some reason, the safe hasn't been opened. And in November, finally, it's going to be open and the money is going to be brought out. I feel like it's going to be shared with other people. And so if you've been waiting for money to be released to you for something, yes, it's going to happen, but perhaps there's a delay on the money and it might come, or you might have news about it in the second week. Okay, so this is the Chariot, which is all about forward movement. Really grabbing the bull by the horns is an old saying, and that means taking action. Okay, you'll see these 2 cats, Egyptian cats down the bottom, the goddess Bast. This is about using your intuition, making the most of the situation, taking the opportunities and surging forward in your life. It's like perhaps you would like to do that sooner, but you have to wait till the right time and then it will happen. Okay, card number 3, third week of the month, if you want to do it by time. third week of the month. I'm going with that card there. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for November? Yes, so I'm in a gorge or a canyon, if you like. I'm not sure what the difference is. But on either side, there's big boulders and rocks and sheer cliff face. And there's rocks blocking my path forward. But then I see some light, and that says to me that my dog's just chasing the cat. That says to me that the boulders are being removed, the blockages are being removed, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is a way through this. Okay, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of this reading in November could be about money, because Ace of Pentacles is a brand new start financially. Spirit is handing you an opportunity. You can see all this growth down here on this bower of trees. And right at the back there's some blue sky. Look at this grey sky here, which is all cloud and confusion. And then we have, when you go through the tunnel at the end, we have blue sky. Okay, so there's an opportunity for money to come to you in some way, and also sort of like a lifting of the stress or the burden because there's a brand new start. All right, closing my eyes now. What do I see for the fourth week of the month for November? For everybody, I see gold, the colour gold. I see a gold coin. Coins are always about transformation, changing something, okay? And this could be something very precious or something valuable that is changing. The card that comes up is the King of Cups. There's gold there around his throat. Maybe it's the way you express yourself. And you can see this gentleman here is an older, more mature man. He's got a lot of experience, a lot of life experience, and he knows how to express himself in a really appropriate way. He's seated on a shell, and he's got a clamshell at the back here, as saying that he's in touch with his emotions and the subconscious. See the water here. There's a lot of gold here in the background also, which is the sky. The sun relates to the solar plexus. This is about achievement, doing stuff and getting it right, okay? And this could be an older or more experienced person that comes to help you out in some way. It could be that, maybe there, was some lack in your life at some point where you didn't have a suitable role model when you were growing up. So maybe completing tasks, you didn't learn to complete a task properly, or maybe you found the idea of working, difficult. There's something difficult about the idea of working, and that might be because you never had a suitable role model to show you how to do that. So this energy comes along, and he is someone, because of his vast experience and knowledge, he can actually help you out and give you some of that energy. If no one comes in your actual physical life, this is an energy to find out deep down inside yourself, okay, to find it. It is there, okay, even if you've got to go back in your own DNA for many generations to find somebody. I remember one time I had to do that myself. I went back about 500 years and found a red-haired king with green eyes and a red beard. And he's helped me out. Like, he's come through a number of times. He helps me out in conversations when somebody starts to get nasty. He'll just come out. It just comes out of my mouth. It's a retort to whatever the comments are. He just comes straight out. Okay, so you can call on these ancestral energies from way back to help you. Okay, last few days of the month for November. There we go. Closing my eyes, get a lot of green, a lot of trees, a lot of growth. Harry! I don't know what's wrong with my cat today. We just had 3 crows here at the front door taunting him. He probably wants to go out and play with them. All right, so a lot of green growth, trees, which can be your family tree, your ancestors, as I was just talking about them. The card that comes up is the Page of Pentacles. This can be good news about your finances. So you'll see here she's dressed in black, and that's because she doesn't have all of the information. Some is hidden, but she is also dressed in white, this white collar here, so she does have some knowledge of what's going on, action to be taken. But this usually suggests good news about money, and that's towards the end of the month. So we've got waiting, moving forward, brand new start with money, feeling your emotions and somebody could help you out, a helpful energy, and good news about money. I feel like there is a huge focus in November about your finances, and that you will be able to move forward after you get over the waiting period. Okay, so now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for November generally. Okay, there's a really large boulder just here in front of me, literally 1 metre or 1 yard from me, and it's tied up, and there's a crane that's actually moving it. It's in a sort of a harness, but this boulder I'm looking at, it's larger than a car, and so that is something that has been blocking the path. So it's like whatever is blocking your path is going to be moved, removed. Okay, so situation's certainly going to change for a lot of people in November. Okay, anything else for everybody? What do I see? Prince Harry, stop it. Closing my eyes. Sorry, everybody. He's just going crazy. I'll actually post a picture of this cat. I did post a picture of Leo the leopard. And he's 2 years old, Prince Harry. Okay, what else do I see? And this is my 5th attempt at this video today because he keeps interrupting me constantly. Okay, what else do I see? I see a great big huge cask of wine, and somebody is finally opening it. I feel like this is a reward coming to a lot of people. And just it could be, you know, celebrations, so please don't overindulge in alcohol, because I see this big huge cask being open. It's one of those wooden casks, but I think there's another name for it that I just can't think of at the moment. Okay, and what else for November? I want to say the word changing of the guard, but I don't see a picture there, so I'm just, oh, okay. Okay, now I want to go to England because I do see on that point the beef eaters, and they're changing the guard, but it's got a meaning which is like out with the old and in with the new, that there's a whole change coming. And it does refer to governments, so there is a change in governments. But now I'm confused because I don't know if it's relating to England, but I don't think in England you've got any elections coming up, or my own state, which I doubt there'll be a change of government here, or the US. Okay, I don't know which of the three, because they've shown me beef eaters. You know, it makes me think UK, but I don't think there's any elections. But anyway, whichever place it is, there's a change in government. Okay, so that's either England, US, or Queensland government, because our election's on the 31st of October. I really don't think the current government, which is Labor, which is kind of like Democrats in a sense, not exactly, but in a sense, kind of like Democrats, I really don't think they'll be changing in Queensland. Anything else for people? Yeah, some people very upset. I see rain, I see umbrellas, walking out in the rain and just sort of feeling very depressed. And also great pressure here on the heart chakra. And, you know, there's another day. Just focus on the future, don't focus too much on the past, because there's a lot to do, and there's a lot of change coming through. And the question is, you know, if the governments all stay the same, is the change going to happen? Okay, anything else for anybody? I see the sky opening up, like a big crack in the sky, and what happens with it? This is really strange. This big crack I can see in the sky, which is like your thinking, the mind. I feel like a whole lot of information, new information, is going to be pouring down upon us. It's like this great big huge crack in the firmament, and then all of a sudden all of this information comes down onto the world, and it's like people, they open their eyes, they haven't been able to see, and now it's like the veils are lifted and they can see. Okay, so that's it. I hope you have a wonderful month. I hope this makes some sense to you, and I hope Prince Harry wasn't too annoying. Anyway, if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell right now. Have a wonderful month, everyone, and I shall see you again really soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.